Good morning, Phocuswright. I'm from Mystifly, a very boring company in the context of how Mr. Warren Buffett would define, solving for an airline digital plumbing problem, airline retailing, which is still very outdated, fundamentally very strong, focusing on being an EBITDA PAT positive business, solving real problems. Even amidst COVID and the pandemic, we were a profitable company. Just raising little over 8 million, and 3.3 million in that came during the pandemic. We're headquartered in Singapore, 150 people team, backed by Recruit Holdings. And as a platform, we handle over 100 million searches per day, analyzing almost 1.2 terabytes of data on a day-to-day basis, covering 700 odd airlines. And over $3 billion in transactions gross ticket value has been transacted on our platform. And we are humbled with this opportunity to work with few of the largest travel brands in the world. So the pandemic and the events of the last 2.5 years has brought a tectonic shift as far as the airline industry is concerned. Something that we've seen is more airlines adopting NDC, dominance of low-cost carriers, and an unfortunate brand consolidation both in the online OTA world and the corporate travel world. So the industry was already complex, and the events has actually brought in more complexity. Each airline adopting NDC has different versions of their APIs, and they're all in different stages of their own journey with NDC. And with dominance of LCCs and LCCs flying internationally, there's more APIs on the table. And we have the GDSs who are evolving and upgrading, and that means more APIs. So in a way, the current situation is actually presenting a M-end-to-N kind of a problem. Just imagine 1,000 OTIs across the globe. And when I say OTIs, not just the traditional OTAs, could be super apps, e-commerce businesses, tour operators, TMCs, and so on, and 1,000 airlines, in a way, resulting in over 1 million integrations to be done globally. And each integration actually is very time-consuming. It needs engineering bandwidth. It's very expensive, not just to kind of integrate, but also to maintain and upgrade. And that really impacts the ability to kind of go to market for many of these intermediaries. So is this new challenge with this evolution as far as the industry is concerned only about integrations? No, not really. What this has actually brought in is the necessity to reimagine shopping, because now every ingress has more than 5, even more egress as far as search is concerned. And search cost is one of the hidden costs as far as the cloud infrastructure is concerned. Cost of search is multiplying, and so would be the search response time and look to book. And with more sources from the same airline, revenue management becomes complex. Channel management is becoming tedious for different intermediaries. And we continue to live with that outdated processes of cancellations and refunds where experience continues to be broken. And this is not just for the online customer self-service model, but also for offline call center setups, because there are more sources now for the airlines, and call centers have to be reimagined and retrained. So the necessity right now is not about just managing these complexities, but also extends into managing the complexities of delays in airlines, cancellations of flights, schedule changes, notifications, all this actually reaching out the traveler on time. So it's making it hard for not just an existing travel intermediary, but also for new entrants to actually come in and start selling or retailing flights, both from an airline perspective and from OTIs. And that's where Azygos comes in. Azygos is Mystifly's SaaS PaaS platform.
Introducing Azygos. Azygos gives you access to all versions of 20 NDC, more than 150 LCC and 3 GDS APIs, all integrated on a single platform. You can also add a new airline that is not yet integrated with our low-code integration framework, thus reducing the integration time by 75%. With our AI-driven smart shopping feature, you can optimize ingress, egress, and look to book, resulting in less than 2-second response time on searches. You can also self-configure and centralize airline contract management and manage commissions and incentives across all NDC, LCC and GDSs. Our revenue and channel management capabilities allows you to personalize airfare offer management and pricing, thus increasing your revenue by 1.7x. Create separate sub-channels for better management like website, app, logged-in user, weekend, weekday, age pricing, and 60+ parameters and configuration levels. Our AIML and NLP-based instant post-booking covers all airlines with a single-click refund, exchange, and cancellation. Your business can now automatically notify your customers if there is an involuntary change or flight cancellation. Wholesalers can also create sub-agents who can then proceed to use all the benefits offered by Azygos. With our optimized and aggregated APIs, you can now create a rich retailing experience. Azygos.
So the product is actually targeted both for existing businesses selling travel and for new entrants. And how we differentiate is not about just the total number of airlines that's part of the ecosystem. It's a self-activation product where anyone signing up the product can bring in their configurations, commercials with the airlines, and get started. And the integration framework means that an airline which is not available in the platform can be quickly onboarded almost with an SDK development platform.
Do have to wrap it up, sorry.
Pricing starts from a $2,500 of a monthly subscription fee, and there's an additional transaction fee. Since the beta launch, we already have customers who are transacting, and we're clocking about 5 million ARR already in the beta stage, and there's a strong pipeline of customers who are sitting as far as the platform is concerned as we speak today. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajeev. Have a seat, please. And audience, what do you think of Azygos?
Some greens, mostly greens. A couple of reds. Well done, Rajeev. Focus group, what did you think? A couple of sideways, a couple of reds. So a little bit of a mixed bag. Who wants to jump in first? Tanya, maybe? Anything, Tanya or Steven?
Yes.
You want to jump in?
I didn't quite get it in terms of what you were actually offering and what the go-to-market was and what it would be that the customer would be buying, to be honest.
Steven?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Tanya on this. I have no idea what you offer. It seems like you're offering everything to everyone when it comes to airline, like you cover everyone in terms of your customer base. Like, I think it just needs to be more focused.
Anyone else want to jump in?
Yeah, I think the concept of content aggregation is being presented as interesting, but I have to admit I'm a little skeptical, and we don't have time to get into all the ugly little details of why I'm skeptical, but sounds like a promise, but I'm looking for a little bit more flesh on the bone there.
Amy?
Yeah, I would totally agree. I've heard pitches exactly about the same type of product over and over again, and I've never seen anybody truly be very successful at this. And to be totally honest, I also agree, I'm not really 100% sure how you're going to tackle it all. So I'm skeptical for lots of reasons as well.
All right, over to Rajeev. So let's simplify it.
Yeah. So what the platform does is brings airline API integrations as a technology stack for anyone to start or build that capability into their platform. So you don't really have to invest in building airline integrations. That's one of the core thesis from where the product starts. And then on top of which, there is revenue, channel management, search optimization, and all of those capabilities that's added on so that literally anybody can start retailing flights. And an existing business does not really have to invest in maintaining flight API integrations.
Great. Thank you, Rajeev.
Thank you. Thank you all.